Okay, hello everyone, my name is Random Gamer Riven, and today we will be looking at Shenmue. Probably one of the most iconic Dreamcast games going, so I welcome you to this look at Shenmue on behalf of Randomized Gaming. It is probably one of the most iconic Dreamcast titles out there. And while it has quite a, dedicated fan base, it was not the most successful game going. In fact, it's widely responsible for the failure of the Dreamcast in some regards. Many of Sega's, I know, didn't like how much money was spent on this product when they could have spent it on a lot of other games. So yes, I know a lot of people do love Shenmue, but it was not the best business sense. I think Yu Suzuki, I should say, got a bit carried away with the size of this product, and they did do some. There were some odd decisions with how they made the game. But in tonight's stream, I'm going to be looking at the stuff. Could you tell me where I can find some Stalers? Hello, yes, welcome, Nico. Yes, that is an iconic line in Shenmue at one point. You have to go to the bar when you're looking for sailors, don't you? Yes, one of many. So yes, new game, continue, low game. So the original Shenmue was released in, when was it? Released in 1999. And it was developed by Sega AM2. In fact, it was large. This was about the only Sega AM2 game they developed during the Dreamcast era. I think they spent so much time and so many assets on it. That's why a lot of Sega AM2's own games, other games, were all ported by like Genki, like Virtua Fighter. And that was probably a big mistake by Sega. I think the Shenmue did become a bit of a beast, so to speak. I know for a fact. Yep, you are describing the dialogue perfectly in this one. It is pretty hilariously bad at points. And I think the funniest thing with Shenmue is the fact that, ironically, it was better with the Japanese dialogue. The English translations were. Virtualon 2? No, that wasn't a Sega AM2 game. Virtualon was a Sega AM3, or what? I think it was Sega AM3 did Virtualon. It might have been AM5. I think it's AM3 did Virtualon. Basically, Sega Rally 2 and Virtua Fighter's Team Battles were AM2 games. I think Propeller Arena was going to be a Sega AM2 game. That got cancelled. I think some of the later games, because they moved away from Shenmue once they realised that they would need to sell something like 4 times the number of copies than Dreamcast owners in order to make a profit. So yes, that's a bit of fun. It's an interesting game now. I think it's one of the first few really interesting open world console games. I can't think of a console game that quite had a system where you had a world life before it. I know you did a sort of RPGs on PCs, but nothing quite sense. This wasn't the most successful game, I will admit. It was, even at the time, it was a bit lambasted because a lot of people felt it was too short for the size of the game, because in fact it's on 3 discs. You can play through it fairly quickly. In fact, a lot of people complained you could play through the game in about 3 hours if you didn't do any of the side dialogue. The English dialogue is what this game worth. I must admit, I never liked any of the English voice acting. I thought it was pretty terrible, I'm going to be honest. But that's just me personally. However, before I say any more, I'm going to switch off the mic and I'm going to begin the now well-known opening cutscene and plot. Hopefully the brightness is about right. I had to turn it down quite heavily actually tonight. But yes, without further ado, I will jump into the main start of the game. So here we go, as Ryo Hazuki is about to discover that his father has a rather interesting history, and unfortunately for him, it's finally caught up with him. Let us begin. But yes, just to make you feel old, the second game was now 20 years old today. And I was in my late teens when the sequel came out. So yeah, it does make you feel your age. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into it. As you say, Nico, maybe we'll find some sailors later on if I get to that part in the game. But yes, it's time to chase bandits and find out what's going on in this quiet village. I can't remember where it's set actually in Japan, but here goes. I will mute myself and you can listen to the audio beginning. Okay, and plan number 1, insert disc 1 and not disc 3 when you start the stream. Oh dear. Never mind.
Huh? Ine-san. Ine-san.
Ryo-san. I'm alright, but Hazuki-sensei...
My father? Fukusan! Fukusan!
Ryo-san!
Fukusan!
Stay back, Ryo.
For the last time, where is the mirror?
I've no intention of telling you.
Father! Why?
Now then.
No matter how often you ask, I'll never tell. No, don't!
Hand over the mirror. Or else, your son.
Wait! The mirror, it's buried under the cherry tree.
Do you remember Chao Sun Ming?
Chao?
That's the name of the man you killed in Moon Swan.
It can't be. You!
Get up. I'll allow you to die like a warrior.
Father...
Beli-sama, we have it.
Father...
Forgive me for leaving you alone.
What are you saying? Father!
Your friends. Keep friends. Those you love close to you.
No. Father! No!
A letter for Hazuki-sensei.
And so the adventure begins. Yes, we have all the various things. You have a nice little notebook in this game that allows you to look at various sections of the game and keep your backstory. And you can get, it actually follows progression order, the notebook, so you make memos of what's happened, the phone numbers of people you know, and what happened, mirror dragon design style. In mention that day in the dojo. Yes, the adventure is about to begin. What's interesting about Shenmue is obviously yeah, it's quite amusing how they've done it. It's quite nice though, the way they've done it. And so I think because they were limited with the resolution, they've had to blow it up quite big, the notebook. So it's, but yeah, it's quite a nice little subtle touch of all the various hints. What happened that day in the dojo? So I'll be honest, I never thought much of the English voice actors in this. I know some people were like, "Oh, please get them to do it." They were all blooming awful. Most of the some of the voice actors, I know they said they were picked. I think the Japanese ones were picked on there. Some of them were supposedly picked on it if they looked a bit like the main characters. So there was all sorts of weirdness in the Japanese ones. I think with the English ones, they just picked people out in Japan at the time. So there's a lot of not great voice acting in this. And whenever you get the people say, "Oh, I used to do XYZ character," well, probably time we get a professional to voice some of these characters in. So yes, we are Ryo Hazuki and we are out on a mission to revenge to find Landy, who murdered our father, who in turn had previously murdered Landy's father. I'm pretty sure Landy is actually supposed to be, is it Zhuang Hang's brother? So they basically, so you actually do question if Lang Di is going to end up being the main villain in this. I don't think he will be. Save or settings. So I'll just save it in case something dreadful happens. But there is a lot to do in Shenmue, and there is some arcade games to play as well. You can actually win the 2 Sega Saturn games as well. What's interesting... Got all the... Yeah, which is not great because the English... Basically, a lot of those actors were like part-timers who do it on the part-time. Sleep training only appears after 8 o'clock. Yeah, you'll be a certain time where you're forced to go to bed each day as well. Ryu's a good sleeper. He also has a very perfect timekeeper as well, so yes.
Ryo-san, you should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you alright?
Yes, but I must keep busy, otherwise I'll get depressed.
I understand. But you needn't work too hard.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I have this for you. This is for today. From tomorrow, I'll leave it on top of the shoe cabinet every day.
Do you know where Fukusan is?
Fukara-san, I believe he's in the dojo.
Really? Thanks.
Is that a little bit dark for you guys, or is that okay? If there are any lighting issues, just let me know. I was surprised the title screen was really bright, but in game it seems to be quite dark. I should probably just adjust it. If it's a bit dark for you guys, just let me know and I'll adjust it. might just raise it a little bit because I think it is a bit dark. I'll raise it by 2 again. That's the contrast. I think the contrast might not be quite... I do that too much. That's well too high. But okay, that's better. There's actually, as you see, there's dynamic lighting and everything in the game, so there's lots of different light shades. So, one of the things that's never explained is what happens to your character's mother. Ryu's mother is never talked about, I think.
Ine-san,
Yu-san,
you must be tired. Perhaps you should rest.
I'm fine. If I don't keep busy, I'll get depressed, you know.
That's just like you, Ine-san. Well, just don't overwork yourself.
Yes,
Where's Fuku-san?
he's been in the dojo all day.
All day?
Yes, I suppose he's working out his grief over Sensei's murder. Please go and talk with him.
Sure.
So Ini-san is actually the sort of housekeeper, and she's basically like a mother figure to you, but she's not your actual mother. It's never explained. Just sort of mentions, I think you can go to your father's room and stuff. Oh, there's the toilet. He's quite polite. He opens and closes all the doors as he goes in, Ryo Hazuki. It's fair to say there is no other game like this on Dreamcast. It is a very different game to... You can literally spend all day doing a lot of things in this, so... So Ina-san gives you an allowance every day to help spend. I think it's basically your main source of income outside of a job. You do get a few jobs in the game. Annoyingly, you don't get to keep any of the jobs. They're generally time-based, but there is a whiz in the game in that you can actually repeat one of the days constantly when the truck driving. One of the days... The camera controls could be a little better in this, I will admit, but and you do have what I describe as the Resident Evil controls, but right, where's the living room? Where's the Sega Saturn? Ryo-san does have a time-traveling Sega Saturn, so I think this is Ini-san's room. We'll leave her alone. Here we go. This is the living room. Many an hour we spent here in Shenmue. Yeah, no, the R-Evil controls are pretty okay in this. It's not letting me. I know that it's in the cabinet. I don't know if I can open it just yet, but it's in the cabinet below the TV. There is a Sega Saturn, and you can actually get the 2 arcade games to play on it. One is located. Well, no, in fact, both the games are located as prizes from the Quickie Mart lottery. So you can get Super Hang-On and you can get Space Harrier. An interesting fact: Super Hang-On never got Sega Saturn released, but this game has Sega Saturn packaging for it, which made me think that it might have been unreleased Sega Saturn packaging for it, that they did the packaging and never released it. So, where's the front door? Oh yes, there. Days go quickly in this, so you have to be aware of that. Hazuki Residence, 10:50 AM, December the 3rd, 1986.
Ryo-san, is everything okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I want to ask you about that man.
Oh, that man.
The man called Landi. What did he talk with my father about?
Landi demanded the mirror, and then they threw me out of the dojo.
The black suits? Catch the names?
I don't know. They came out of nowhere.
I see. Thanks, Fuku-san. If you remember anything at all, be sure to tell me.
Ryo-san, why? What you gonna do? Ryo-san, where are you going? You're not going after them. Please don't. Look what they did to Hazuki-sensei.
They killed my father, right in front of me. I will have my revenge. I need to do this for my father.
Okay, that's a good thing with this game. I can quickly nip out while the cutscenes are going on. I do know the start, you basically speak to Fukusha. So I don't think we have any hints yet. So, zoom. Good look. The music is actually very good in this. The graphics were very good for the time as well. I just wish it seemed odd, and I always felt it was a bit weird. The fact the look was to the analog, not to the walking. Probably can change that in the options, I imagine. So yes, here's where we begin our adventure. We are looking for the car that day, the black car. I think if you don't know how to read digital times, you may have trouble telling the time of day. This is old school proper clock watching. So I can see it's 11, coming up to 11:35 now. Okay, walk, run. Yeah, you couldn't change the analog to the walk, which was just bizarre. There are a number of clues. It can actually be quite tricky. You can miss a few of the clues. I know a lot of people you're supposed to go and speak to, because I know some people quite like to complete the notebook, and there are a couple of notes and stuff that are actually quite difficult to find. So we'll begin by investigating. I mean, you've got all the local people, and let's start asking everyone.
Hiya! Are you looking for something?
Nothing really. Hi.
Hi, mister! Let's play soccer!
Some other time, okay?
But yeah, literally in this game you can literally gamble your money away if you want to spend it on frivolous things.
I don't think anybody's in.
Hey, Joe!
Hi, Megumi. You got a kitten in there?
You promised not to tell my mommy?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll show you.
Is this your kitten?
But this kitty, see? She's all alone.
All alone?
Yep. See, the other day, when it rained, a car ran over her mommy. My big sister saw it. She said it was a big black car.
A black car?
Yeah, and she said it was really scary. And then me and Sis, we buried the mommy cat. And so now, I can be the kitty's mommy. But Mommy says we can't keep the kitten at home.
So you going to keep her here?
Yeah, everybody's helping out too. Like Kota, Yasuo, and Kaio.
I see.
Kitty don't look so good. Think she's hungry?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Do this, so it's easier to eat.
Wow, she's eating!
She's so tiny, but already an orphan.
It's so sad! Yamagi-san almost got ran over too!
Yamagashi-san?
Yeah, the car was going so fast, he got shocked and fell! And hurt his backside, so now he stays home all day. When I go to the candy shop, I always stop by to visit him.
Yeah, it's close by there. Megumi, you need to be careful around cars too.
Yes.
Well, I've got to go now.
But wait! We gotta think of a name for the kitty!
Oh, well, when I think of a good one, I'll let you know.
You promise? Bye-bye, y'all!
Bye-bye.
together.
Doesn't that feel good?
Okay, so yeah, that was our first detective thing, so we can now start investigating. You see I'm just petting and playing with the cat as well. Literally doing a bit of a detective thing at the minute as we investigate. So we've now got our first clue as well, so I'm just going to quickly show that I need to visit Yamaga. So we need to chat to him, but as I mentioned just now when I had the mic switched off, that there are other clues related to the car that day. I'm just going to nip away for a second, then I'll be back, but you can listen to the music in the meantime as we start investigating who was driving that black car that day. So yeah, the mystery continues. And one of the things with this... Oh, the game doesn't pause either. So you have got to hurry in daytime because day does not last long. So it's now 1:45 I make that.
No one's home?
So I'm just going to investigate the neighbours. Let's reuse tank controls.
Perhaps they're out?
I think most of the people were out. You couldn't really knock on most of these. You can knock on them, but you can't actually meet anyone in a lot of these places. Of course, the place we'll be spending most of our time will be the arcade. He gets tucked in at 7. Yeah, he has to go back by 8, doesn't he? The only exception was if you were back home, you could still play the Saturn, which was quite funny. You could basically be a bad person and play like games till like ridiculously late.
Perhaps they're out?
So the kids are playing. Sakura? Goku, yeah, Rick, he is a good boy who goes to bed on time every night as well, Ri.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hello, Ryo.
Kondo-san, the day of the incident, did you see any men in black suits?
The day of the incident? You mean the day it thundered, right? I didn't see them.
I see. Did anything unusual happen around here that day?
Not that I'm aware of. But you know, Sumiya-san knows about everything that goes on around here. It'd be good if you tried asking Sumiya-san.
I see.
Hello, Brick Boy. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, you haven't been on any of the streams in a while. We've been streaming for quite some time, actually. But thanks for joining the stream tonight. We are looking at Shenmue tonight. This is the Dreamcast version as well, not the remake version.
Oh, hello, Ryo.
He's always got
That day of the incident, did you see some men dressed in black suits?
Black suits? No. I didn't see them.
Well, did you happen to notice anything unusual?
Oh, nothing worth mentioning.
I'm looking for anything at all. Is there anything you remember?
I'm sorry, Ryo. The weather was awful, so I stayed inside all day. Did you ask Sumiya-san? She knows about everything that occurs in this neighborhood.
Is that so?
Ryo's able to converse, so has that given me a new notepad journal? Yeah, the face is... This whole game, I mean, even at the time it was good, but even at the time I remember feeling it was just a bit awkward.
I don't think anybody's in.
I think you can actually make phone calls as well, can't you? It's definitely a game of its time. I think it's not necessarily aged as well as it could have done, but I'll be honest, even when it released, the controls were not wellly reviewed at the time, so they were probably one of the...
Perhaps they're out?
They were probably one of the biggest issues of the game. A lot of people said the controls were a bit sluggish.
Whoever you are, you just come on by tomorrow, you hear?
Oh, pardon me.
Yes, Brick Boy, this does have tank controls if you never played it. Yeah, they would have had to have generalised. You're dead right there, Nico. A lot of the stuff was due to generalisation because there's so much in this game that if it had been... Why is there a tumble dryer outside? Yeah, so people do move around. Oh, she's talking to us. It's really nice how the whole village moves and...
I don't think anybody's in.
It is a legendary game, Shenmue, if you've never played it.
Perhaps they're out?
There is a map, but I can't remember what it is.
Excuse me?
So sorry. I have to go now.
I see. Sumiya-san.
Hi, Ryo.
On the day of the incident, did you see some men in black suits?
In black suits? No, I didn't. But I did see a cat, though.
You mean a black cat?
Yes, it was run over by a car. A kitten was crying nearby. I also saw little Megumi crying with it.
I see. Was there anything else unusual about that day?
Now that you mention it, Yamagishi-san took a terrible spill at the corner by the park. He was trying to dodge a speeding car. Looked as if he hurt his back. I think it was the same car that hit the cat. It must have been going really fast.
So, that's what happened.
Yeah, no, I never had too much issues with them. I just think tank controls could be a bit badly... In Resident Evil, I think they were quite well implemented. In this, the turning circle is not the best, so they can be a bit sluggish.
No one's home?
I mean, for me, tank controls were quite a late thing with Resident Evil, because I was just playing ZX Spectrum games where the control schemes were utterly bonkers at times, where you'd have like left and right on like N and M and Q and A being up and down. They were horrible. This was before AWSD became standard. Absolutely horrible, some of the controls in the sort of early Spectrum days. So chat's... Here we go, the main town as well.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What's this nameplate say?
It says Tajima.
Does it? I'm trying to find the Yamamoto's house, but see, my eyesight is bad, so...
Don't worry. I'll look for it. Wait for me in that park up ahead.
You're so kind. Thank you so much.
Can we leave that old lady there for like days on end going, where do you find
Now,
me?
Yuki.
Yo!
Got a sec?
Sure. Hey, is everything okay?
Yeah, but hey, on that day, did you see any men wearing black suits?
Black suits? No, I sure didn't.
I see. Any idea who might know about those men in black suits?
Maybe Sakuragaoka Gossip Gaggle might know something. You know how they're always yakking over near the payphone. Try asking them.
Good idea.
I like the day he refers to the day his father was murdered as the incident. Use some weird terminology.
I don't think anybody's in.
Wait for me in the park. Are we going to find... How am I supposed to read the nameplates?
I shouldn't visit without a reason.
Hello, deepen friendship and maintain the world peace. Thanks for joining the stream. We've got quite a few people tonight. Glad to see you all on stream. Yeah, I do stream at the minute. I stream Monday, Wednesday. No, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at.
Hey.
Hi, mister! Wanna play with me?
Some other time, okay? Hi.
Hey, mister! Let's play baseball!
Some other time, okay?
It's very Japanese centric, and we're getting towards the end of the day now, so people are going home. I'm just going to leave that old woman standing in the park waiting for. Oh.
Hey.
Hi, mister! You wanna wrestle?
Sorry.
The same
Maybe
voice
later,
acting
okay?
as well. Ask everyone if they're. Yeah.
No one's home?
This one is set in Japan though, so no one's Chinese in this one. It's the sequel there is set in Hong Kong and parts of China.
Perhaps they're out?
It's the original though, just to feel old. The second game is now 20 years old, and that does make me feel old.
Excuse me?
Who is it?
Ryo Hazuki from Yamanose.
Ah, it's Ryo. Sorry, Mama says she's busy now and asked if you'd come tomorrow.
I see. Sorry to have bothered you. Okay, I'll come back later.
Do you know where
Bye
Sailor's
bye.
out? Yeah. Yeah, Killer 7 had a really weird control setup. I wouldn't say it's the worst controls I've ever played, but it was an odd control setup. It was one you had to get used to.
No one's home?
Yeah, it had a really weird on-rails thing, Killer 7.
Nomura-san.
Oh, Dio! Hello!
On the day of that incident, did you see any men wearing black suits around here?
Black suits?
Yeah, black suits and black sunglasses.
Not that I can recall. See, I'm outside of Dobuita during the day, so I don't know what goes on around here.
I see. Yuji.
Ryo.
Did you see some men dressed in black suits on the day of that incident? They were wearing sunglasses too. On that day when it snowed, do you remember?
No, I don't.
I see.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Mayumi.
Hey, Ryo. What's up?
Hey.
I hear you've been having a rough time. I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Thanks. Hey.
I hear you've been having a rough time. Feel free to talk about anything at all, okay?
Thanks.
He's not much of a conversationalist, is he? The old lady's still here.
Have you found it? The Yamamoto's house?
No, not yet. Wait here a bit longer, please.
I thought it was around here. I'm sorry to trouble you.
We're just going to leave her out on the swings overnight.
No one's home?
Yeah, there are a few. I think you can literally leave her out overnight as well. She'll literally go, have you found it? Have you found it? Itawawa, thank you.
Not here.
Yeah, I'd been a PC gamer, so I had seen games similar to this at this point, but nothing quite was like this on console, so no more. So I think it was quite impressive with the whole living environment. I mean, there was quite a Sakura Park. Commodore. I mean, visually, it's still probably one of the best looking games of the Hirana on the Dreamcast.
Perhaps they're out?
Oddly enough, when we got this, we went into this. I think we looked in the city to get it that day, and we couldn't find it. And then one of our parents went in later, and then managed to nab a copy later because we actually got this from one of the stores. They'd put more out in stock, so we were a bit annoyed. We were like, "You sold them all," because they were selling. When we got this, they were selling it off for about £10. With action sequences, yeah, it was at the time. It was just It was just way too expensive. It became, as I mentioned in the sort of introduction at the start, it was just too expensive. There's still some bitterness at Sega over the fact how much this cost, because many of them think...
Excuse me.
What is it, baby boy-do?
The day of that incident, did you see any men dressed in black suits?
I don't have the time to fool with looking at men.
I see. Did anything unusual happen that day?
You again. With me, every day it's the same old routine.
I see.
Use your head, baby boy-do.
Yes.
Hello, Matthew Sanders. Did you find Charlie yet? No, we haven't found Charlie yet. Do you mean Tommy? I can't remember. Is this the prize one? One of these shops gives you... Ah, yeah. So this, you get lots of figures related to other games. So it's not this one. One of them, you actually get copies of Hang On and Outrun if you win. It's one of the lottery ones. It looks... Yeah, the Japanese version does have, like you say, Naiko, a lot of brand deals, which strangely are missing, because you'd have thought they would have renegotiated the brand deals for advertising in-game. Knowing Sega, they probably paid money to include the brands, which would have been foolish. So apparently... I haven't played Rascals, but I guarantee you it's by far probably not the worst game ever made. Certainly when you've played, if you like come from an Amiga gen when we used to do... Oh, that poor old dear, I'm going to leave it. What is it? It's coming up to 6:30, so she's going to be out all alone. Tajima, oh dear. We have just cola, yeah. It does seem odd though, because you'd have thought Coca-Cola would have wanted their branding in this game. The 4 male mocks, is it? We're looking for the Yamotos. Udagawa. I'm not going to even remotely claim I can pronounce Japanese names correctly, so... Kimuru. Yeah, most YouTube... Inori. Yeah, I must admit, I should actually do some of the ZX Spectrum games that I used to play when I was younger. Some of them were absolutely... Even some of the Amiga games we used to have, they were horrendously bad. I could sit you in front of games that would make Rascals probably look like a Pierre de la Resistance. In fact, one of the worst games I played on PS1 was one of the Dragon Ball Z games. That was horrendously bad. That was utterly broken. Oh, come on. Mishima. I'm not even going to get to town. I think this old lady's going to be sitting threesing herself off. Out. Come on, where's the nameplate? Oh, we've left her outside. We've left the... Like how E.T. Yeah, E.T. is not as bad as what people make out. I've actually seen a couple people say it was quite an interesting game. I do like that how all the lights come on. That's quite nice. And we're in a different part of town now. Ito. No, I don't want to use the intercom for the tour. Yeah, it's actually thrown me into a different part of town. Oh, that poor old lady to be sitting on.
Yamaguchi-san,
Oh, it's you, Ryo.
how is your back?
Yes, it's much better. But how did you know?
I heard from someone in the neighborhood that you almost got ran over by a car.
Well, it must have been Megumi or Sumiya-san who told you. That driver was insane.
Could you tell me about what happened with that car?
Sure. This black car came flying around the corner over by Sakuragaoka Park and went towards Dubuita.
A black car. Did you see the license plate number?
Maybe if there hadn't been any snow. And to make matters worse, I fell over. So I never had the chance.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're okay.
So yes, the mystery unfolds. Dubuita. Dubuya. An elderly woman's looking for the Yamoto house. Where is the Yamoto house? Nishida. That's the thing, if you're Japanese you can probably read the family name signs much easier.
Hey, Ryo! Let's play together!
It's 7:30 at night. You should probably be heading off home. In fact, she probably is heading off home. Where is the Yamakos? That poor old lady is probably going to be through. Ah, It's actually a map. You are here. Yamatos. Okay. Heights Sakura. You are here. Abe Store. So literally we're right next to the Yamato, so this...
It looks like I can practice here. Think I'll warm up a bit. Let's get sweaty.
And yes, here we go with the virtual right next. Miss you. Yes, this is the combat basically is what they made Yakuza. Hold move against leg has been mastered, okay. Yeah, the old lady has vanished. Hand move rain for... I'm just literally hitting the buttons at this point, so... Dark Moon has been... Yeah, Yakuza was basically built on the Shenmue engine. Sega decided they needed to... Yeah, she literally, the old lady, she was sitting on the broken swing, Yeah, pretty much Shenmue, the series, basically they looked at Yakuza, I think the Yakuza team looked at Shenmue and basically said we want to make something more arcadey and action-packed because I think they felt Shenmue was too slow, and that's pretty much what they did. I think we're going to be thrown out of the park any minute now because we are about to hit 8 o'clock. Yep, alas. I think Granny might be still waiting there tomorrow when I come back. I'm literally about to be told I'm being a vagrant by not going to bed at this point because I should be home by 8 o'clock and they're very responsible. Let's carry on practicing. I think I'm about to get told, what are you doing? No, it's 9, isn't it? It's about to hit 9 o'clock. Probably a good place to actually do practice the first day, just so you get... It's probably a little bit dark for you guys still, because I can see all the text. But do let me know. Although I might have mine a little bit bright, so... I think probably it's about right, I think, during the day now. I think it's probably a bit... Yeah, you get a bit of motion blur as well. You see they've got quite a few moves now, so...
That's enough. Got a minute?
Huh? If you want directions, ask somebody else.
It's got a vanishing old man as well.
Itoi-san.
Yes. Hey, why don't I make a patch just for you?
Maybe next time.
Okay, why don't I make it a patch just for you, okay? Should we... have a drink? So we have Fanta, Cola. Yeah, so basically there's meant to be, I think... Jet Cola. Basically, these were Fanta in Japan, and I think a few of the other ones. So, what do you reckon? Frunda Orange, Jet Cola, so Coca-Cola. They've even not adjusted the logos that much. Let's go for a Fanta. He politely drinks the can and then throws it away immediately, which is a thing with Japan. They buy stuff from vending machines and eat it then and there and then discard the waste carefully.
Ooh. Ah, good.
Jet Cola, but actually, is the arcade open this time of night? Can I still get to the arcade? Gonna be a bad boy and go out. Dabuita. Oh, we're in Dabuita. This is the town, isn't it? It's like 9:42 p.m. I thought we were supposed to go to bed at 8 o'clock. I do remember you could go to the arcade pretty late, so... People are just going to tell me to go to bed, I think. I think this is the actual town. Yeah, this is the north entrance into the town, isn't it? It might even be the back entrance near the arcade, I think. Oh yeah, I am at the bar. U Arcade. What better way to spend the evening than a bit of time in the U Arcade? This is where you spend your money.
Excuse me.
What?
Did you see a black car around here recently?
I see lots of black cars.
It drove through here at high speed.
High speed? Through here? No, I didn't see anything like that.
I see.
What about that car?
It's nothing. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Have you heard anybody talking about a black car?
Nope, sure haven't.
I see.
Yeah, my housekeeper's going to be very angry. So, little bit of... We've actually got a video of...
One game, 100 yen.
A little bit of trivia. We've actually got the demo of What Shenmue on the channel. And What Shenmue was a special demo prior to the release of the game. In What Shenmue, sitting next to the Space Harrier arcade game is an Outrun... no, it's an Afterburner arcade game. Now,
I should try it once.
Afterburner and Outrun, in the end, didn't actually get released. Didn't actually appear until the second game. Afterburner wasn't in this. Outrun and all of them were on the the GameWorks magazine that they released. Yep. Yes, my housekeeper is indeed going to decide me and complain why am I doing in an arcade. Appreciate all the likes, everyone on stream. Thank you very much. I'm literally right at the start of the game, so... I can't remember if this is the one you have to turbo outrun. Oh. Yeah, and Amy Shan is definitely going to be very unhappy when we get back. Shenmue in the background there. Yeah, they did change. This is technically a port, this version. They did change some of the signs. Proper 60 hertz a second as well, but yeah. Oh, yeah, 60 frames a second, I should say. Oh, come on, stay on the road. Kung Fu! Technically, as I'm playing inside a game, I should actually spell my name Ryu, but oh yeah, that's sort of just got a weird. I think the guy actually throws you out the arcade after a while as well. I think come like 12 o'clock. If he doesn't, I'm going to play Space Harrier. Any of the other games you want me to play? Darts? The QTE test?
Excite QTE. One play, 100 yen.
Yeah, why not? Let's do Excite.
I'll give it a try.
11 o'clock and we're playing video games in the arcade. Oh god, this is where I can feel my age.
Ah!
Ow! Got top score though. Should I try again?
Man, you're pretty good.
Nah, it's easy. Excite QTE.
Let's try this again.
One play, 100 yen.
I think you do get thrown out of the arcade, so I've already spent... I'm spending my daily allowance on arcade games.
Darn. Ah! Darn.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be asking questions about where we've been hiding for the...
Oh, you're good.
Nah, it's easy. It's this late already? I should go home.
There we go, but who shouldn't exist yet? Yeah. Yeah, you got to spawn there, Nico, at 12 o'clock, so here's the part where we get... I think does she tell you? No, she doesn't. Should just quickly save and then we'll sleep for a bit. Should worth mentioning, there are a number of extras you can actually get in Shenmue 2 if you play through via Shenmue 1. There were a couple of time-sensitive events that you can't get in Shenmue 2 if you don't have Shenmue 1, because the Shenmue 2 default starting date when you start a game is later than when those events occur. So you actually have to get to Hong Kong quite early. And basically I think it's one of the characters' birthdays you can participate in. There's a few other things as well, but some of them are only available if you get to Hong Kong at set points. Basically, if you use the default save game, it actually sticks you quite late into Hong Kong. Right, where is... I think that's Eni Santa. I'm just going to see if I can get the Sega Saturn out, because you can... Pretty sure the Saturn is hiding. It's... The Sega Saturn is hiding underneath the TV. Of course, the Sega Saturn should not be around at this point, but... Appreciate the likes, everyone. If you're watching this, please do consider hitting the like button if you enjoy our look at Shenmue. I'm just trying to... Oh, come on. Look at the TV. Where's the Sega Saturn? Should be underneath there. Where's this?
Today's allowance.
Ryo-san, are you going out?
Yeah?
You were late returning home last night.
Yes, a little.
I would appreciate it if you could come home by 11.
Okay, I understand.
Yep, you're right, Nico. There's the scolding. Please, please come back home by 11. Trying to find the Saturn should be under the table unless I'm looking at the wrong TV. It's in the cupboard. I remember it was a bit of a pain to actually get to originally. But basically the Saturn is there and you can basically play games on it if you get the disc. So that way you don't need to pay the arcade owner.
Fukusan. Practicing the move named Pit Blow.
For my first 3 years here, Sensei had me practice only the basics.
One must know the fundamentals to reveal the essence. As my father used to say.
Yes, but Sensei is no longer here to teach me. He's gone, and I still have so many bad habits. Say, Ryo-san! Would you mind showing me the right way to do it?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'll go first. Take a look at my form and let me know what's wrong. As I take one step forward, I tense my arm, then strike. Ouch! Oh.
Fukusan.
I'm okay. Ryo-san, can you show me how to do it right?
Sure, but I'm not as good as father was.
That's great! Your moves are so smooth and powerful. Completely different from mine.
My father and I trained for a long time.
Sensei always told me that this was the most important basic technique. So, would you like to practice some more?
No, we don't need to do that. We've done the base
No,
practicing.
that's enough.
Yeah, you're right. I'll check the cupboard quickly because I'm quite keen to see where the Saturn is again. I'm sure it was under. You pulled it. I'm sure. Yeah, so Fukusan, and yeah, you're right, Daika. He's one of the important NPCs. Actually have teeth, don't they?
I'll be here.
Thanks, Fukusan.
You get the tech demos as well on the disc, literally the talking heads, and those heads look incredibly impressive. They have some of the best polys you will see. They look more like almost 360 models. Hand move pit blow has been mastered. So yeah, you do train a lot with Fukusan. They do look more like 360 models. Of course, that's because the Dreamcast is solely generating the character's head, so it's doesn't need to worry about generating anything else, which is quite easy for it to do. Appreciate all the likes on stream, everyone. Thanks for hitting that like button. Glad to see you're all enjoying this look at Shenmue on the Sega Dreamcast. It is actually available as part of the collection as well. There's a Shenmue 1 and 2 collection. Yeah, I'm sure it's in this room because it's in the living room, and the living room's got the TV. Unless I'm in the wrong living room. Oh, we've got Sega related batteries. Ah, yes, you're supposed to look on. No, it's he's very polite, always closing everything. I suppose I know the Japanese society. Yeah, it is below here. I've got to no, don't want the switch. You just got to pull back a bit. Yeah, the controls are a little bit awkward at times. So let's look. Yeah, it was there. There we go. Sega Saturn, and he even plugs it on. However, I don't think I can use it till I have one of the games. You can play both the arcade game. So you can play both the arcade games on the Saturn if you win the game disc. Can't remember which store we have to buy them from as well. It's one of the stores has them in a raffle, and I remember it took us absolute ages to win them both. I think it's the store in the main part of W. Hazuki residence. So I don't think it's Abe's. I'll just double check it wasn't Abe's store. I think they had the Gashapon figures. It's one of the later models too, yeah. Did it round buttons? I think. It's probably the model they used when they were developing it for the Saturn, so. This game was quite a way in development for the Saturn. I don't know how complete it is. They've never said. A lot of people are sort of the mythic that it was like nigh on complete, but I don't think it was. I think it was a long way off completion. There's a transition into town.
Get ready, yes, sir! Okay, Gota! Oops! Ah! Yo, watch out! I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, but be careful when playing in the road.
Okay. Wait up, Yasuo! Wait for me!
And there's a little cat in the box as well. The controls get a little bit awkward as well when you run towards the actual districts. I mean, I enjoyed this. I wouldn't say this was the greatest. I remember there was quite a bit of debate. A lot of the Dreamcast magazines at the time were sort of trying to bid it up, and it wasn't probably as good as some people made out. Especially that old lady is still waiting for us down the road. Yeah, it was. I think it was this one, Yamato's, but guess where has she been kidnapped? Has she been kidnapped by some sinister figures? This poor old dear, or is she still here? Nope, she's gone.
Maybe I can practice here. I should work on my moves.
Nope, she's gone, alas.
Yamagishi-san.
Oh, it's you, Ryo.
Your back seems to be better.
Yes, it's much better.
Yes, alas, that old lady. We weren't able to take her home. Never mind. You can now get this instead in a double pack, so yeah, we've got some Should we buy some Gachapon toys?
100 yen each.
This was how.
Maybe just one.
This was how you saved your money in Shenmue 2 as well. Bought all the Gachapon toys and then sold them later. Because anyone who knows, at the start of Shenmue 2, all the money you have you get robbed of pretty much. So spend it all in Gachapon toys.
I know this. Maybe I should get another. I know this.
Yeah, we can look at Lao from Virtua Fighters. So different shops for different ones. Lao 1, Jackie 2.
Maybe I should get another.
You can look at your Gachapon collection as well on like the passport disc as well.
It's the same one.
Oh, come on! The same one after we... Jackie 2. No, I'm not having that. I'm going to buy another.
Maybe I should get another.
Hooked on Gachapon! I'm surprised you didn't get stoned by a Nishi-san for like, where have you been? You've been spending your money on Gachapons!
I know this.
I know this. The voice acting there is dreadful. I mean, what?
Maybe I should get another.
No, you're hooked, Ryu. Stop it.
Nah, not today.
Can I actually read what's on the sign there? Guessing that says out of order. It's actually got a Japanese brand on it. No, Matthew. It was only released in Europe. Shenmue.
100 yen each.
Shenmue 2. I think the Shenmue. So basically, we in Europe got Shenmue 2 in English, although it didn't have English voice acting. It was later released on the Xbox with the English voice acting as well.
Hey.
Super 1. Yeah, you get some odd ones in this.
Maybe I should get another.
Yeah, so basically you had the Shenmue 1 was released worldwide. Shenmue 2 was never released in North America. I think partly there was murmurings of the Xbox deal. Microsoft did a deal for them to release it exclusively.
This is cool.
Hey, it's been. And there was quite a bit of murmurings.
Maybe I should get another.
I think the price of them has both got the Shenmue.
I know this.
Hey, we got Sonic the Hedgehog.
Maybe I should get another.
Yeah, just to correct Nyko, Power Regions in English, you got Japanese release as well, but it's a difficult game to play. I think it was expensive. I think the prices.
This again?
The price has come down somewhat because of all the re-releases. But yeah, it's a little bit expensive.
I should try again.
It's not a budget game, but it's not like £100 plus. Hey, we got Tails. Okay, that's
This
enough.
is cool.
I think you spent an hour buying Gashapon toys in game.
I should try again.
Although these days you can get both games on the Xbox, PS4 and Xbox One. I think this is the... Yeah, the Xbox version is really cheap. The Xbox version has a couple of issues. One, you remember I said about those additional extras, you can't actually get them in the Xbox version. The Xbox version was quite badly done. You also had a weird recap movie because they realised people hadn't played the first game. But yeah, you can't actually see all the content even on disc because you can't start the game early enough. So there's a couple of faux pas with the Xbox version. Normally there was another entrance you would. It wasn't where you...
Hiya, Yuka.
Hi, Ryo. You know my daddy? His job is baking bread. My daddy's bread tastes really good. But I really like pizza better.
Is that so?
Hello, SNK boy. Thank you for joining the stream tonight. We're looking for them. Where was that old lady?
Sorry, young'un. See, I'm rather tuckered out at the moment.
Yeah, the Xbox version's probably not the best way to experience it. Even the PS4 and the did they patch up the PS4 version and the
Excuse me.
I'm not interested in boys. Bye, kid.
I do like that. Some of the NPCs are just quite rude, like, I'm not interested in boys. Bye, kid.
I don't got time to talk to you. Sorry.
Oh, they actually upgraded. I really haven't played the Xbox version that much. Nice to hear you got a Japanese sat in there, 8-bit SNK boy. I do need to source one myself, but I know it can be a bit nerve-wracking whenever you get a new console in the mail, hoping the postal service hasn't damaged it. Hence why I always pay for expensive postal options. Don't ever send stuff untracked either. That's just asked for a disaster.
Excuse me.
What? No, don't ask me. Can't you ask someone in one of the stores around here?
I see.
Come the wrong way out of Tubi-chan. I should have gone the main entrance. So there's Tom. Where's the main entrance? There's the water. I think the store's actually like, isn't it like the main thingy store is actually around here, I seem to recall.
Got a minute?
Huh? Get out of my space, schoolboy!
Excuse me.
Huh? Who the hell you think you are?
Some of them are not very friendly to you. Okay, that's what I want, a sign. I think it might be the Heights Akami. You are here. Hi, Atariko. Hi, Arika. Thanks for joining the stream. We've got a few people joining the stream late tonight. Great to see you all on, as always. We're looking at Shenmue here on the Sega Dreamcast, so appreciate it. And as guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please do consider hitting that like button. It does help the channel in the rankings. It is very much appreciated. So, it's the park here. That's so you are here. So you actually have two. So that's the W-chan and that's the W-chan. Yeah, it does still hold up very well, actually. I mean, it's not perfect, but because they went for high-end models, I mean, there are a lot of retro and indie games on the PS4 that look vastly worse than this. I think the PS4 version adds in widescreen, but I think it was a weird way. The remastered, yes, we do actually have the remastered versions. We have Shenmue 3 as well. Shenmue 3 is a bit... it looks like a game where they wanted more money for it and didn't get it, so the remastered version did have quite a few problems. Yeah, I think it's the Heights one, isn't it, Naiko, that sells the I think the Heights one is the big... Nope, that's... Oh, where's the store that sells... Angry lady again. Where is... trying to find the main...
What is it, kid? I need to ask you something.
Forget it! Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You frontin' with me?
I've got a question for you.
Who are you kidding? I will hurt you.
Yeah, that guy's got a tattoo, so I suppose he's meant to be a member of the Yakuza.
Nozomi.
Ryo, have things settled down for you any?
Yeah.
Yes,
If
the
there's anything
remaster
I can
did have a
do,
few
be
bugs
sure to let me
originally. There were
know.
quite a few complaints on it.
Did you happen to see a black car that day?
A black car?
Yeah, it wasn't the kind of car usually seen around here.
You know, a car like that splashed mud on me when it sped past.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see who was in the car?
No, I didn't. It was too fast. But I heard a rumor that Tom had an argument with the people in the car.
Do you mean Tom at the hot dog truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Why are
way
you
that...
asking about that car?
No reason.
yeah,
See
it's
you
the
later.
way he does that, like you
No.
say, deep in friendships.
Cheer up, will ya?
The way he's like,
Yeah,
can I
see you.
talk to you? Oh, we got a clue from Mitsumi. It's just the way he always like, can I talk to you? And the people are like, what are you doing talking to me? Tom's hot dog had wheels to visit. I'm still missing one of the hints though, so there's definitely a page.
Nozomi,
Yeah?
about that black car, do you know anything else?
Only what I told you about Tom.
Right.
Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
That's okay.
So,
The expression
I
of
gotta
Ryu
go.
right now is like a serial killer with the open eyes. It's always a bit
Excuse
weird.
me?
It's like
Yes.
open eyes.
Let's see. You're that Hazuki boy.
Yes, you're.
Yes, that's right. Nozomi is always talking about you.
I see.
He does. He has a weird eye look occasionally. Like I said, it's like.
Nozomi.
Ryo,
Oops, I mean.
take care.
Sure.
Oh, where's the other supermarket that sells all the good stuff? Because it's basically a big one that has all the. Yeah, he's not exactly a
Eddie,
Huh?
on that day when it snowed, did you see a black car?
Do you think I notice each and every car that passes through here?
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I might have heard something about it yesterday.
who was talking about that car?
I'd tell you if I remembered. But I'm pretty sure I heard it at the seafood shop.
Oh,
The seafood shop. Ah, this is the one, isn't it? Tomato, yes. Tomato. Yeah, no, you're dead right. The camera angle's actually really good. Yeah. Yeah, it's just asking such awkward questions, really. But yeah, you're as you say, well, these, yeah. First open world game was Jet Rocket. That's an interesting fact there. Thank you, Arika.
Minako-san,
What?
did you happen to see a black car that day?
That day? Do you mean the day it snowed?
Yes,
No, I didn't see one.
I see.
Yeah, they were while they still had all their stuff. Not now. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so here we go. So there's 4 special gachapons. 4 sort of standard things, and there we go. The Sega Saturn version of Space Harrier and Outrun. And as I mentioned before, that Outrun cover was never used to the real thing. but I have a sneaking suspicion that may have been unreleased. They may have decided they wanted to put the Saturn and just didn't get round to it. But that is the Outrun. Jet Rocket comes up with...
Minako-san.
Hey, Ryo, have you ever used a disposable camera?
Not yet.
Really? Aw, that's too bad for you.
Well, that's right. Where do we get the tokens from again? So you have to buy something. Do you have to... We actually got music. Yeah, you can actually listen to the... And there's Shanhan on the potato chips, so I'm actually going to buy the tapes. Right, so the story doesn't end in Shenmue 3, if that's what you're talking about, Araka. Yeah, Shenmue 3 is...
This.
Yeah, you do have a cassette player, don't you? I think she gives you tokens.
Draw a ticket, please.
Come on, win the Sega Saturn game.
No prize.
Especially since you bought merchandise.
So yeah, Shenmue 3 is not the end of the story. In fact...
Minako-san.
Hey, Ryo, have you ever eaten super spicy curry?
No.
Really? Aw, that's too bad for you.
Yeah, she's quite unsympathetic. Linda, let's go buy all the music. Bye.
Ryo, may I help you?
This.
I should actually go play Space Harrier as well. I need to go to the fish shop as well and speak to Tom.
Draw a ticket, please.
Come on, it's gonna be... We've got to be really lucky to win the...
No prize.
Especially since you bought merchandise.
She's quite condescending, that one. Flower Girl. Yeah, I think these are all cassettes. I think you can listen to a lot of the music.
Ryo, may I help you?
This.
Draw a ticket, please.
Come on, come on. That's this music's like sort of classic Sega.
No prize.
Especially since you bought merchandise.
Sadly, Sega Araka have a very bad reputation with Shenmue. That's why they wanted nothing to do with it. Many people at Sega, I know, were very unhappy with the money spent on Shenmue, and the game wasn't a success. It was a big financial loss for them, which many of them were very bitter over, and it's understandably why. As I remember people saying they could have made a lot more games if they'd not invested all the money in Shenmue. And financially, that's why Sega had nothing to do with the third game, pretty much. Come on, give me a win, give me a win.
No prize.
Oh, come on.
Especially since you bought merchandise.
She's got something in the box. She's hiding the winning tickets. What can I buy? I don't want to buy chips. Let's buy something that's usable. What's cheap? What's cheap to buy? What's all this stuff? A flashlight. I should probably buy one of them.
Ryo, may I help you?
This.
So yeah, Sega won't be ever financing another Shenmue game.
Come again, Ryo.
Well, she's not letting me... I can only get 4 tickets a day or something.
I don't need this.
Yeah, I seem to recall you need a flashlight later on to look for things and stuff. I said Shenmue! Shenmue! Okay, let's go talk. So we got the fish stand. Oh, is the fish stand seller? The fish stand seller's around the corner. It's actually the fish stand seller. I think is past Tom. I did. There we go. No, it's not the fish. This one, I think.
Gomina-san.
Hi. What can I get you?
It's about that day.
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual?
The day the snow turned to rain, right?
That's right.
It was really chilly, so I raised the temperature for preparing the dough a little bit higher than usual. But I guessed wrong, and the dough didn't rise properly.
Well, see you.
Shenmue. No, I would argue it's Shenmue. Or Shenmue. See, I've pronounced it Shenmue, and I've heard a few people pronounce it Shenmue, so I'll stick with Shenmue, but I don't even mean about Shenmue. Because that's double O. Ah, this is the fish guy, isn't it?
Shinkichi-san.
Hello, Ryo.
Yeah, I'll do it just to weird you out anyway, but SNK boy.
Do you know anything about that black car?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Did you happen to see a black car the day of the incident?
Nope, I didn't see it. That day we only had a few customers due to the snow and the rain. I spent most of the day reading the horse racing paper, checking out my odds, you know.
I see.
A black car,
Shinkichi-san, I'll see you later then.
Wait a minute, yo. I just remembered something.
What?
That girl over at Aida Flores mentioned something about it. That she got splashed with mud by a black car driving recklessly.
The girl at Aida Florist? You mean Nozomi?
Yeah, she's a classmate of yours, isn't she?
Yes.
I saw her working at her shop today.
Right, thank you.
Yep, that's the fish guy, and he's basically, yeah, she is telling porkies and... Shenmue. They spell it Shenmue though, so I'll stick with if they don't spell it right, I'll always call it how they spell it.
Nozomi.
Yeah?
About that black car. Do you know anything else?
Only what I told you about Tom.
Right.
Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
Serial killer eyes, Ryo.
I gotta go. Tom.
Hey, Ryo!
Tell me about those men in the black car.
What?
Nozomi told me you had words with the guys driving the black car.
No, I don't remember.
They might have been the ones who murdered my father.
Your father?
Please try to think.
Right, man. I'll try.
Those guys in the black car, what were they like?
I saw a guy wearing this weird coat.
What kind of coat?
It was a deep green, maybe velvet or silk, like something Chinese.
That's Landi. What happened?
They almost hit one of my customers, so I gave them a piece of my mind. But that man, he gave me this glare. I ain't never seen such a cold stare, man.
Do you remember anything else?
Nope. Try asking Chinese people about Chinese.
Do you know any Chinese?
Sorry, man. But see that travel agency over there? They get some Chinese customers. I'll ask around for you too, man. Come by later.
Sure.
Yeah, you're probably right, Naika. It probably is the height because she's so short. I feel guilty. There's some old lady looking for the Yamotos who may have just throws. We were never able to reunite her, so seek information from Chinese people. So yeah, sometimes you can. There are quite a lot of hints in the game that it's quite easy to miss. Ask. I think I'm missing one up there as well. I think I'm missing a couple actually. I think now I'm going to start asking about Chinese people when I chat to people.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Yes, the dialogue is dreadful, and that was interesting. YouTube 8-bit SNK boy actually censored that message slightly. So I had to. It's a bit weird. It's obviously because basically we're referring to the dialogue is dreadful. The way they just referred like, "Are you looking for Chinese people?" It's like, no, this dialogue is dreadful. Right, let's have a. Let's have a go in.
QTE title. 1 game, 100 yen.
Hey, kid! Give me your best shot!
Let's give me a best shot, shall we? Play.
I'll try it.
I'll have a bit of Space Harrier in a second as well, guys. Appreciate everyone on the stream tonight.
Second try! Ready, go! Final try! Ready, go!
Yeah, I was quite surprised at it.
Hey, kid! Go practice!
I need to practice, he says. So yeah, let's. There are occasionally people in the arcade as well. We've got some. Yeah, there's a couple of games you can't actually play. Like, I think that's supposed to be one of the old. I think that's supposed to be Future Spy. There are a couple of games here that were never playable, or that's Deep Scan. So I wonder if there were a few games supposed to be in that never quite made it, which is a shame. There's actually a Future Spy there. I think Future Spy was that. Should have been. I think there are a couple of kids. I said Afterburners here in the Shenmue. But yeah, the dialogue's general. The way he just like
100 yen.
He just refers to people like the Chinese. I mean, they clearly condensed everything. I suspect the Japanese is much better in how they speak in the flow of it, but the Western dialogue flow. Admittedly, they've had to do it so that they've obviously using text strings and audio strings because they've got a limited space.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
And welcome to the Fantasy Zone, people. Yes. Yes, it is an iconic game, and it's fantastic. You get to play it for free on Shenmue. I don't think... No, Shenmue 3 doesn't include any Sega arcade games because, of course, it wasn't done by Sega. Which was a big shame, but, of course, Shenmue... It was expected. I mean, that's why I think Sony distanced themselves when they realised... Because the Kickstarter project caused a bit of controversy on Shenmue 3. Yeah, I've not actually got the Yu Suzuki one. I would quite like to get that, as that has power drift, doesn't it? Which is a fantastic game. So all these ports are really good. It really gives you an arcade, because of how they've done it, it gives you an arcade feel as well.
Get ready.
Yes, I believe so, because Sega did that port, the Shenmue 1 and 2 re-releases, but I can't say about the quality. They said the emulation, I think, the whole...
Get ready.
I know they did fix a lot of issues, but I'm not sure how good the emulation was on the project. They made a number of blunders with it. It looks like they were initially going to remake the whole game. Yeah, they would have to be, because they literally it's a direct port of the Dreamcast version.
Get ready.
I think it's literally the Dreamcast version running under emulation with a widescreen hack. That V actually looked like it was bumped down, I noticed, so I wonder...
Ichiro. Hey, bro. Who's the best person to ask about people from China around here?
Chinese? I'd say the old guy from Ajiichi.
Ah, the Chinese restaurant next to the drugstore.
Yeah, I mean, Tao-san is Chinese after all. He's the man to ask.
You're right. I'll give it a try. Yuji.
Yo.
Who do you think I should ask if I wanted to know about people from China?
I'm sorry, but I can't think of anybody.
I see.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yes, there is some pretty dreadful dialogue between... So I'll see if I can get to the restaurant. Where's his seat? So it was between the travel place and the restaurant. I'll go to the travel place and they'll probably think the travel place might be closed, but let's see. Is the travel shop still open?
Kurita-san.
Yo, how are ya?
Who's the best person in town to ask about people from China?
People from China? What was the name of that place? You know, that Chinese restaurant at the far end.
The Ajiichi?
Yeah, that's it. I don't eat there much, but the owner, he's Chinese, I think.
That's right.
So the fact your character's like, yeah, we'll ask the local Chinese people if they know.
Honey-san.
Hi, Yo.
Do you know anyone who knows about the Chinese people in this area?
About
Okay,
Chinese
thanks for
people?
joining the stream, Nico.
Sorry,
Have a
I
good
can't
night.
think of anyone.
I see. Tom, did you find out anything?
Nothing.
I see.
I think everywhere might have closed up, but let me confirm. Is the Chinese restaurant still open? Oh, that's the travel agent and that's closed.
They're not open yet. It's
coming up to 9 o'clock. I theory, the restaurant should still be open. Okay, where was the map? The map was just down the road. But yeah, like you guys were saying earlier, it's quite nice the way all the characters interact and talk to one another. That's something missing in the sequel, though, because in the sequel you're kind of a fish out of water, whereas here you're actually in your sort of hometown. A Chinese eatery. Okay, the Chinese is just down the road there. Yeah, you see, I appreciate it's part of the game's charm. I would personally prefer they did change the voice acting, because I don't think the voice acting in this is very good. But as it was emulation, they had to basically keep it. So here we go with the Chinese restaurant. Let's head in. But yeah, the dialogue's like, we're looking for Chinese people. And like assuming that the local Chinese people would know who the villains are. Oh well, it's only a video game.
Yes? Are there any other Chinese people around here?
Why do you want to know about other Chinese?
Nothing, really.
Is it something to do with what happened to your father?
Yes.
Oh no. Not all Chinese people are bad.
I understand that, but the only clue I have is that they were Chinese. Please, is there anything you could tell me?
You say Chinese people around here? But there's quite a lot of them compared to before. We don't really know the newcomers.
I see.
Why don't you tell him about the 3 blades?
Oh, the 3 blades.
3 blades? What are the 3 blades?
It literally refers to 3 different blades that represent 3 different trades.
The barber, the tailor, and the cook. They all use bladed tools. The barber uses a razor. The tailor uses scissors. And the cook uses knives.
Ah, I get it.
Most of the Chinese who came to Japan were one of the 3. It doesn't cost much to set up, so you can start the business quickly. People of the 3 blades also know each other very well. It's a good idea to ask them if you're looking for information on people from China.
Who are some of the 3-blade people around here?
For the barber, visit Maeda-san. For the tailor, see Itoi-san, who's making patches now. For the cook, go and ask Mampukuken Ramen. The 3-blade people should know about other Chinese people as well.
Oh, there's also another barber shop, the Liu Barber and Hair Salon. But Liu-san's father is in the hospital now. His family's having a hard time. The shop's been closed recently.
So, I should go and speak with Maeda-san, Itoi-san, and Mampukuken Ramen, right?
Yes.
I see. Thank you very much.
Yes, hilarious again.
Looks like they're about to close.
They're being thrown out. Okay, time to head back to town. Time to head back home. Yeah, the remasters. So initially, I think they had planned to actually remake the whole game. I think that would look like, because there was early work of them remastering the whole game, but then they axed it, and it seems to have literally just been an emulated Dreamcast port. I think the general thing is Sega didn't want to spend that much money on doing it, and unfortunately Sega's recent remakes, as with Sonic Color, has also proved to be Sonic Colors. I don't know if you've seen some of the bugs that have been listed with that. It's just absolutely awful. It was done by Blind Squirrel Games, and it looks like they've been using an open source engine and emulator that's just not up to scratch, sadly. Somewhere there's an old lady lost in Japan still looking for the Yamamotos. Yeah, in this case I agree, 8-Bear and K-Boy. I much prefer the Japanese voice acting because the English dub is dreadful. And you don't get some of the dialogue issues with the Japanese version because clearly... I think they did the dialogue for the Japanese primarily and then swapped it over into English. Although, strangely, one of the talking heads, even on the Japanese version, is actually speaking in English. Yeah, they are hilariously bad, like World Peace was saying, with the fact you get, excuse me. Someone said, you'd probably look at them a bit strange. Excuse me. Yeah, I think the first PSX, the first Resident Evil and Castlevania, the translation's not too bad, although the translation, they did get some of the, the translation of Symphony of the Night isn't great because they literally got the name translated wrong, because it's Nocturne in the Moonlight. Symphony of the Night is a mistranslation of Nocturne in the Moonlight. So yeah, we've got looks for 3 blades. So you find where the housekeeper is? Is she lurking around?
Ine-san.
Ryo-san, also, do make more of an effort to return home as early as possible.
I will try my best. See you later, Ine-san.
Yes.
She's constantly scolding us. She wants us home every night.
Ine-san.
Ryo-san, I don't wish to meddle, but please don't do anything reckless.
Okay, thanks. See you later, Ine-san.
Yes.
Ine-san.
Ryo-san, are you still looking for those men?
Yes. See you later, Ine-san.
Yes.
Can we actually get any food out of the fridge, I wonder? So we can look at the fridge, but we can't ever actually eat any of the grub in it. They should have actually had Ini-san if you came back prepared you for a meal. I think one of my slight complaints with this is I think you probably should have had like a benefit if you had like a good, if you were well fed and things like that. I think that would have been an interesting, a slight side mechanic.
I should be grateful.
Yeah, your allowance is 500 yen a day, isn't it? Yeah, all your bases. Zero Wing is dreadful. Zero Wing is one of those European games that literally it looked like the translation was just dire. It was literally done on the cheap by the looks of it. Yeah, I mean, you got things like that, like the fish in the pond, which is really nice. Ironically, there are certain elements graphically. So Ryu, I actually think looks better in this visually, in terms of how they designed his face, than he does in the third game. The third game has a very odd art style with some of the visual looks. It looks like it looks a bit cheap. The third game, it's disappointing. The third game. Does not look up to the standard of the first two, and I think they wanted a lot more money than what they actually got. I think they were disappointed with how much money they actually got. Oh, I should have come down here earlier. In case there was someone here who knew about the... There's that poor old lady who's probably still waiting to ever find the Yamotos. Well, we found them, but she'd disappeared by the time.
How are you doing? Hey, see you soon. There. Good kitty.
Yeah, they recently reissued it, didn't they, with all the endings translated? Because the PAL version, they'd actually removed some of the endings for, not translated them.
Do you think the kitty going to get all better?
I'm sure she's going to be fine.
I think so too.
Sega Marine Fishing as well, Araka. Yeah, you want it for Sega Marine Fishing as well. We've got it. It's very good. Sega Bass Fishing 2 is probably... So Sega Bass Fishing 1 and Sega Marine Fishing are really good. Sega Bass Fishing 2 is a bit rushed and unfinished, I felt. There's a PS2 release of Sega Bass Fishing 2 that's vastly better. So I'm gonna head down this way. Oh, what's these guys?
Excuse me? Terribly sorry, but I've been too tired lately. I'm not in the mood to talk now.
Yeah, excuse me.
Excuse me?
Oh, hi there.
So I'm currently being told by the game I have 4 concurrent viewers and 3 concurrent viewers.
You!
Or YouTube.
Why so down?
I think a good one is ready to come out of this capsule toy machine. You, please give me 100 yen.
You're always saying that. Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Aw, man!
Yeah, Sega Bass Fishing Duel for the PlayStation 2 is actually Sega Bass Fishing 2 on the Dreamcast, but with more content. The only thing is that you do miss the fishing rod controller is really, really good. I was actually tempted to stream Sega Bass Fishing this week, but I'm not going to now. I might stream it next week though. I might do marine fishing next week for a bit of fun.
Hey, what's this?
No, I've got an original. The original one did actually get a European release, but it was a very, very limited release. Very, very limited. But there are boxed European versions available. But yeah, I've got a Japanese one. The official Japanese controller is fantastic. Completely changes the feel of the games.
Hey, what's this? Maybe I should get another. Nah, not today.
So looking for the 3 blades. Or should I go play darts in the bar? Or the arcade? I mean, it is really cool the fact that everything... So Shenmue visually, I think... So I haven't actually spoken that much about the game itself, but Shenmue visually was, as I said, a very interesting open world experience. The controls take a little bit of getting used to, but it's still actually a very solid game. Visually, it holds up well. It's still... The music is still excellent. In fact, the soundtrack is very, very good. And there's a real sense of just exploring. Yeah, Sega Bass Fishing 2 is not, like you say, not an arcade game. It's much more like a realistic fishing game, but bits of it don't work as well, sadly. But the PS2 version adds in a lot of additional content. It's not bad though, Bass Fishing 2, but it's not as good as the first one.
Excuse me.
We have all the best jeans. Come on, you can't beat these prizes.
I'll come back another time.
What's she selling? Water jeans. I'll come back and we have all the best jeans. No, let's go in. Let's go into the jeans shop. Ryo, you love jeans. You buy them. You're wearing them. You never change your clothes. Yeah, the dialogue, the way they're saying. The way it's like, we're looking for Chinese people. No, we need to chat to find people in game who are supposedly Chinese, but the dialogue's just so awkward at times.
I'm not interested in boys. Sorry.
So we need to look for one of the 3 blades. Let's go looking around here. Ah, is that guy there in the shop?
Excuse me.
Hey, what can I do for you?
How's business?
Well, I don't get as many customers as I'd been expecting, you know. I got my own place all right, but the restaurant business isn't easy.
It's worth mentioning, we did a video on it, but there are certain laws. There's 2 special laws that are only available
I'm confident about the quality
in the Japanese version of Sega Bass Fishing. We even did a video on it in the channel where basically we looked at 2 special laws.
I see.
But there are 2 laws only on the PS, on the Japanese version.
Hey, what's up?
Got a minute?
Come back later, will you?
I see.
So where are the 3 blades? Asia Travel Company.
Excuse me?
What do you want with me? So, where to? Domestic or overseas?
Huh?
What do you mean by huh? You came here for a tour, didn't you?
I'm not interested in traveling.
Then what are you here for? If you're not a customer, then leave. If you're not a customer, then go away.
I mean,
Go
this
on,
dialogue,
leave.
he's just like,
I've asked you to leave. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Fine. Stand there looking stupid if you want.
God. You're terrible, Ryu. Learn how to... He does not know how to talk to women in this game. It's, the dialogue, it can be like that section, like, It's a bit embarrassing. It's, I think, partly because of the system they use to do the dialogue, but there are bits he just says so many times. So looking for the 3 blades. Actually, let's actually see where they are. So, knives, cook, manpu, ramen, scissor tailor, itchy, mirroring, pattern embroidery, razor, barber. So let's see, where are they? I do like the interchangeable weather. I mean, you do get a lot of this stuff similar in a lot of the elements that you see in this in games like Morrowind as well, and Skyrim, but they came later. I'm not sure whether Daggerfall had some of this stuff. I think Daggerfall was a bit limited. Certainly Morrowind has night and day. Barbaloo. Okay, maybe Barbaloo.
They're not open.
Yeah, so I've got to wait till 10 o'clock for Barbaloo. China Russia. Okay, Ramen and Puka's down the end of the road.
It's closed.
If I do that now, it should be open.
It's closed. It's closed.
Oh, am I on a week? Is this a weekend day? Is everywhere closed today? Am I going to have to wait and skip a day? Basically skip a day to advance the story.
Guess they're not open yet.
5 PM to 4 AM. Yeah, I think there were a lot of changes made to the game throughout. I mean, you had characters that subsequently appeared in Shenmue 3, actually in Shenmue
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you something.
This is the best part. Leave me alone. I hit the jackpot. Must be my lucky day.
$20 tokens for 100 yen. I'll give it a try. How many will I use?
Just one. I'm not a big fan of slot machines. I'll just show you what they look like. Wait, I just literally got a payout.
That's enough for now. I'll give it another try. Not enough tokens. Not enough tokens.
The music in this is really, really good. Oh.
Game over. That's enough for now. Excuse me.
Oh! Hello there. Yes? What can I help you with?
I think I'm going to have to rest to discover, to actually chat to some of the people. But I think, seeing as we're about to hit 3 hours, guys, and I appreciate you all for watching, I'm probably going to hit the hay, so to speak, as I've probably shown you. Not a huge amount of the game, but enough to sort of give you the idea. So,
Hattori-san? Hi!
There's so much to actually, as I said, do and explore.
How's business? Well, it's up and down. But nowadays, soccer is getting popular. Nobody understands, you know. Is baseball going to die out?
Hattori-san.
Yes?
I ought to go. See you.
Oh, I see. See you.
Yes.
The way it's like, yeah, soccer is gonna take over. Is this gonna die out? Blah blah blah. Just some of the dialogue is just painful. I'd assume the Japanese stuff's better. But yeah, the Happy Tomato convenience store music. So yes, we are still going to look for the 3 blades, but I think that's actually where I'm going to end this adventure, seeing as I've been exploring everything, and we're coming up to the 3-hour mark. So everyone, I'm going to basically take a nightcap there and finish. So thank you all for watching, everyone. I've been your host for this randomised gaming stream, Riven. Yes, we've started the journey. I mean, it is still a very good game, Shenmue, but I mean, the modern versions are probably worth playing it just because of the accessory, because of the Dreamcast version, a bit more pricier, and you can grab the original, and the sequel and the original will cost you at least 50 quid on top of the Dreamcast, whereas the remakes cost you about about £20 or something. But yeah, they're not ideal. They definitely did patch them though, but I don't know how well. I know there were still some complaints with them, but I'm going to wrap it up here as we look through. Or maybe I'll just try it. Can I just buy an item and see? Another very good stream. Yeah, I will be looking at Rush Rally Racing Reloaded tomorrow if you want a stream. Can I buy any magazines? No. There are a few things. It'd be quite nice if you could like buy magazines and read them, but a few things you cannot buy in game. Alright, let's buy some potato chips. I think they're like the cheapest item, aren't they? I want to win something. I remember buying like the cheapest item again and again to
Yo, may I help you?
This.
Draw a ticket, please.
Come on, win something.
I won.
Yay!
Take your pick.
Rare capsule toy, Metal Sonic, rare capsule, hey! Hot dog truck. What do we want, guys? Supersonic, Metal Sonic, hot dog truck, or the BB Ultra? Metal or Supersonic? One of those two. What do you want, Metal or Supersonic? If anyone's still on chat, I'll just give it a moment or two. Metal or Supersonic? No, sadly no manga. Yeah, it would be quite nice if they'd done like a little comic book you could get. Metal or Supersonic? Anyone got any particular preferences? If not, I'll do Supersonic. Metal. Okay, Metal Sonic.
Okay, this one.
Sure. There you go.
Metal Sonic. Yep, we can actually view our gashapons.
Come again, yo.
If I bring this, I think I can view the gashapons collection. Yeah, where we go. There's Metal Sonic.
Minako-san.
What?
Light bulb. Box of matches? Yeah, we don't need boxes of matches. I'll buy one box of matches. They're cheap, they're 50 yen.
Yo, may I help you?
This.
Come again, yo.
Oh, she won't let me draw one.
Yo, may I help you?
This.
Draw a ticket, please.
Fifth prize.
The prize is inside the capsule.
Wolfed.
Come again, yo.
Is that in real life, 8-bit SNK boy? Yeah, Fantasy Star Online. Yeah, it would be because you can't get them in game. At one point, we had every single gacha point in the game because you could have like a proper collection. So, but that's where I'm going to wrap it up. So, thank you all for being on stream, everyone. We will have to. I'll have to journey and explore more in another time and another day. But thank you all for watching. I've been your host for this randomised gaming stream, Random Game Ribbon. Thank you to 8-bit SNK Boy. Thank you to Ataraka. Thank you to Naiko R. Thank you to Deepen Friendship and Maintain the World Peace. Thank you for being on stream. Thank you to Matthew Sanders as well for being on stream. Thank you to Brick Boy as well for being on stream. Very much appreciated to everyone who's been chatting tonight. Hope you all enjoyed this look at probably one of the biggest sort of iconic Dreamcast titles out there. As I said, these days it is available on PlayStation 5 and, well, it will be, I think it's available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, but yeah, it's definitely on PS4 and it's out on Xbox One and PS4. But that's it from me, so I'm going to wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll be wrapping this up tonight. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's stream where we'll be looking at Rush Rally Racing. I'm also going to be looking at, in case you're wondering, Evolution. And we will have a fight night on Power Stone 2 at the end of the week. So we've got streams planned for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday this week. So stay tuned for the channel. We'll be looking at Power Stone 2, Evolution and Rush Rally Racing Reloaded over the course of the week. But that's it from me for now. Have a good night, everyone, or have a good morning, a good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I've been your host for this randomised gaming stream, Random Gamer Ribbon, and I'll see you all very soon.